What's up guys, Nashti here and welcome back to my channel. On this vlog episode, we'll be rounding out the best Android One smartphones available in the Philippines today. So what is an Android One smartphone? Basically, you can think of Android One smartphones as the successor to the Nexus and Google Play Edition versions of Android smartphones before. As you know, Google Pixel smartphones are not available everywhere, and for those Android purists looking for a stock Android experience where Pixel smartphones are not available, Android One smartphones are their only option. Today, there's not a lot of manufacturers producing Android One powered smartphones, but we do have Nokia, Motorola, Xiaomi, to name a few. So what are the advantages of having smartphones that are part of the Android One program? Well, for one, they're guaranteed to have OS updates for up to 2 years and security updates for up to 3 years. Other features of Android One smartphones would be less bloatware, and of course they prioritize Google apps over other proprietary applications of these manufacturers. And normally Android One smartphones can run the Android OS well even with slower processors or with less than 3 gigs of RAM. So basically, these are some of the advantages of getting a smartphone that is part of the Android One program. So I'm sure you're excited as I am to find out which smartphones I'm talking about. Let's not wait any longer. Let's get down to business because it's about to get nasty. Here are some of the best Android One smartphones available in the Philippines today. Let's start off with the Nokia 2.2, which comes with a 5.71-inch IPS LCD of HD resolution with always-on display feature. It runs Android 10 and is powered by a quad-core MediaTek Helio 822 processor. It has 32 gigs of expandable storage and 3 gigs of RAM. It has a 13-megapixel primary camera with autofocus and a 5-megapixel selfie shooter. It has a 3000 mAh removable battery, and its price starts at 4,990 pesos. It was released in July 2019. The things I like about the Nokia 2.2 are its always-on display, its 3 gigs of RAM, removable battery, it being compact and affordable. However, it has hybrid dual SIM and a dated micro USB port. Up next is the Nokia 2.3, which comes with a 6.2-inch IPS LCD of HD resolution with always-on display feature. It runs Android 10 and is powered by a quad-core MediaTek Helio 822 processor. It has 32 gigs of expandable storage and 2 gigs of RAM. It has a dual camera setup with a 13-megapixel primary camera with autofocus and a 2-megapixel depth sensor. It also has a 5-megapixel front-facing shooter. It has a 4,000 mAh battery and is priced at 5,990 pesos. It was released in January 2020. What I like about the Nokia 2.3 is its always-on display, its dual camera setup, and affordable price. However, it has a low pixel density, it uses hybrid dual SIM, and comes with a dated micro USB port. The third Android One smartphone on our list is the Nokia 2.4, which is the most recent successor of the Nokia 2.2 and Nokia 2.3. The smartphone packs a 6.5-inch IPS LCD of HD resolution. It runs Android 10 and is powered by an octa-core MediaTek Helio P22 processor. It comes with 64 gigs of expandable storage and 3 gigs of RAM. It has a dual camera setup with a 13-megapixel primary camera with autofocus and a 2-megapixel depth sensor. It also has a 5-megapixel selfie shooter. It features a 4,500 mAh battery and a rear-mounted fingerprint scanner. Its price starts at 6,990 pesos and it was released in October 2020. What I like about the Nokia 2.4 is its 64 gigs of base storage, its dual camera setup, large battery capacity, and fingerprint scanner. However, it has a low pixel density and uses the dated micro USB port. The next smartphone on our list is the Nokia 3.2, which comes with a 6.26-inch IPS LCD of HD resolution. It runs Android 10 and is powered by a quad-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 429 processor. It has 32 gigs of expandable storage and 3 gigs of RAM. It has a single 13-megapixel primary camera with autofocus and a 5-megapixel selfie shooter. It features a 4000 mAh battery with 10 watts fast charging support, along with a fingerprint scanner. Its price starts at 6,390 pesos and was released in July 2019. What I like about the Nokia 3.2 is its fingerprint scanner and fast charging support. However, it has a low pixel density and uses the dated micro USB port. The fifth smartphone on our list is the most premium Android One offering from Nokia, which is the Nokia 7.2. It comes with a 6.3-inch IPS LCD of full HD resolution, protected by Gorilla Glass 3, and has HDR10 support and always-on display. It runs Android 10 and is powered by an octa-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 660 processor. It has 128 gigs of expandable storage and 6 gigs of RAM. It has a triple camera setup with a 48-megapixel primary camera with face detection autofocus, an 8-megapixel ultra-wide-angle camera, and a 5-megapixel depth sensor. It also uses Zeiss optics and has support for 4K video recording along with gyro EIS. It has a 20-megapixel front-facing camera, also using Zeiss optics. Among its notable features are NFC, USB-C, a 3,500 mAh battery with 10 watts fast charging support, and a rear-mounted fingerprint scanner. Its price starts at 12,990 pesos and was released in October 2019. What I like about the Nokia 7.2 is its premium build, always-on display, HDR10 support, 6 gigs of RAM, triple camera setup, NFC, fingerprint scanner, and fast charging support. However, it comes with a relatively small battery. Last but not the least, and the only non-Nokia Android One smartphone on our list is the Xiaomi Mi A3, which comes with a 6.09-inch AMOLED display of HD resolution protected by Gorilla Glass 5. It runs Android 10 and is powered by an octa-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 665 processor. It has 128 gigs of expandable storage and 4 gigs of RAM. It has a triple camera setup with a 48-megapixel primary camera with face detection autofocus, an 8-megapixel ultra-wide-angle camera, and a 2-megapixel depth sensor. It also supports 4K video recording and has EIS. It also has a 32-megapixel front-facing camera. Among its notable features are an infrared port, USB-C, a 4030 mAh battery with 18 watts fast charging support, and an in-display fingerprint scanner. Its price starts at 11,990 pesos and was released in August 2019. What I like about the Xiaomi Mi A3 are its premium build, AMOLED display, Gorilla Glass 5 protection, triple camera setup, IR blaster, fingerprint scanner, and fast charging support. However, it has a low pixel density and uses hybrid dual SIM. Here we have a comparison table of the 6 Android One smartphones. As you can see, for display and resolution, it's either the Nokia 7.2 or the Xiaomi Mi A3 that are on top. You choose the Nokia 7.2 for its Full HD display or the Xiaomi Mi A3 for its AMOLED display. As for OS and chipset, all 6 smartphones come with Android 10. And again, the Nokia 7.2 and the Xiaomi Mi A3 come out on top with their Qualcomm Snapdragon 660 or 665 processors. As for memory and storage, this gets a bit tricky. As you can see, the Nokia 2.2 comes with at least 3 gigs of RAM considering it's the cheapest among the bunch, while the Nokia 7.2 has the most RAM at 6 gigs and also the biggest storage at 128 gigs, which is tied with the Xiaomi Mi A3. However, if you want to find the middle ground, you can go with the Nokia 2.4 with 3 gigs of RAM and 64 gigs of expandable storage. For camera versatility, you can never go wrong with the triple camera setup of the Nokia 7.2 and the Xiaomi Mi A3. Also, both smartphones are capable of recording 4K videos. As for battery and charging, the Xiaomi Mi A3 takes the lead with its 4030 mAh battery and 18 watts fast charging support. Other options would be the Nokia 3.2 with its 4000 mAh battery and 10 watts fast charging support, and the Nokia 2.2 with its 3000 mAh removable battery, which is rare nowadays. As for pricing, as you can see, the first 4 Nokia smartphones are priced quite near to one another, while the Nokia 7.2 and Xiaomi Mi A3 are definitely priced higher. Overall winner, it would be a toss-up between the Nokia 7.2 and the Xiaomi Mi A3. It's basically choosing between a full HD resolution IPS LCD versus an HD resolution AMOLED display. As for their other specs, they are quite neck and neck as well. From the chipset, storage, rear cameras, front cameras, battery and charging, and their price almost equally as well. As for our budget alternative, it's an easy win for the Nokia 2.4 with its capable processor, 64 gigs of expandable storage, dual camera setup, and affordable price. So if you notice, most of these smartphones are actually from 2019. It's because there's not a lot of Android One releases in 2020. In fact, in the Philippines, it's only Nokia that has released a smartphone under the Android One program. Of course, there's no Motorola here anymore, and Xiaomi didn't release a new Android One smartphone for 2020. In any case, you can see that many of these Android One smartphones are actually offering good value for money, and the fact that they'd be getting at least 2 years of software updates, so they're basically faring better than some of their Android peers from these manufacturers, because not all of them actually get up to 2 years of software updates. So I hope this vlog episode has helped you decide on which Android One smartphone you should buy. And I think it's much easier to choose now, as you're basically just choosing between Nokia and Xiaomi. And as to which brand offers the better smartphone or Android One experience, it's really up to you. So thank you so much guys for tuning in. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing and like the notification bell. Only here on the channel where Nashty is nice. I'm Nashty. Till then.